All right, welcome to Last Minute Betting, where we will be giving fundamental analysis on all of your bets tonight. Or at least Justin will, I'm just saying. How do you fundamentally, Mike, how do you fundamentally analyze a Nerfy?
There's a lot of ways. What are you talking about? You look at the EV, the under, the pitchers, the stadiums, the front home run friendly, the weather, the wind, the heat, the batters.
Yeah.
You did all that to come up with that Nerfy?
I do that for all my Nerfies.
Woo! Wow.
You want to see my record for Nerfies?
What is it? I can't see it. 21 and 6. Pretty good there.
That's
pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good.
Sounds like you need to start fundamentally
fundamentally analyze. Thank you. I almost said analyze. OddsJam Partner Program, link below in the description. 50% revenue share. Get there right now. The picks from DubClub are in the link below in the description. Go get them too. It is a 14-day free trial. Okay, well, I tell you what, we had such a good show last night. We decided to bring Justin back, and he was pretty good luck, but not really great luck for me because Dallas did not win last night.
Oh, they didn't. Oh, that's too bad.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Mike, the reason I picked Dallas, are you ready? You talked me into it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. You had me. I told you Vegas was Stone and Petrangelo were going to be tough, but you're like, oh, no.
No, for the series, I still like Dallas, but you did not specifically ask me game one 100%. Are you all in on Dallas? I mean, look, I expect Vegas to make this a series, and I mean, obviously they're off to a great start there, winning game one. But no, I'm not shocked. I think this thing has 6-7 written all over it. Truthfully, you think 7? Yeah, I mean it very well could happen.
If Logan Thompson is going to play, and he gave up a really terrible goal last night, but if he's going to play like he did towards the end of the game, that is going to be a really, really tough series, and I think it's going to go the distance. 4 goals on Ottinger, man. Wow. Did not expect that against the number 1 goalie in the league, pretty well. Did not expect that. Justin, anything on the NHL games last night? Grab your attention up there.
Sorry, I was just locking in the Nerfy for the Red Sox Guardians game. I apologize for that. I actually did not have any action on the NHL, to be honest with you, but I actually was thinking the Predators were going to win, but they obviously ended up not winning. So, but that's how much I know about hockey.
So I'm just going to I'm going to throw this at you right now. The Lakers cannot. I'm just going to say this: they cannot, will not going to happen. Ever beat the Denver Nuggets in a playoff series, probably in the rest of their history, or as long as LeBron James is still playing, because they got his number. So that was terrible. For you Laker fans out there, if you're still Laker fans after last night, well, there's something wrong with you, because that was pathetic. Any Laker fans?
One shot made the difference in that game, man. It came down to that.
Yeah. They really gotta stop Jokic, man. That's just, I don't know. I got no comment. I didn't watch the game because I wanted to see if not watching it would bring the luck, but it was. But then it came back to bite me in the you-know-what.
Yeah, and let me tell you something here now.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah, we were, but then.
It comes down to this. The Lakers can't close the Nuggets out.
And that,
right.
yesterday. They cannot close the Nuggets out. How many games have we seen these two teams play? And it comes down to, a couple of plays here and there, and the Nuggets are always able to hit the big shots and make the key plays. I don't know why the Lakers aren't able to in those moments, but that's ultimately what it comes down to. They outplayed them most of that game.
Mike and I do a radio show, and we discussed this on the radio show, okay? And I was watching, TNT afterwards, and Charles and Shaq said they were sitting there and they could not believe in the fourth quarter that they were doubling Jokic because they left the shooters open, and in eventuality, a shooter is going to hit shots. And you're talking about stopping Jokic. They better do something about their defense, because the winning shot, he said that went exactly how they wanted the switch to AD. That's what they planned for. They
run pick and roll. They do that all the time. It's no secret.
Right.
There's no big secret. The bottom line is they had a 20-point lead, and regardless of what Jokic was doing, they had a 20-point lead. I don't care if Jokic scored every point for them. You have a 20-point lead. You need to keep doing what you're doing. You allowed that game to get out of hand. Denver shooters started heating up when they needed them to. You saw the play by LeBron. He makes the great defensive play, goes down the other end for a dunk. You have a great save. I think it was Gordon. It kicks it out. Porter Jr. hits that big three. I mean, it felt like everything started going for the Nuggets, and their shooters started hitting some shots finally. And a lot of that was because you were so locked in on Jokic and doubling him. The problem is that he was scoring anyway, so here and there. So it's like, man, I really don't agree with letting Jamal Murray go one-on-one in the open floor with Anthony Davis. And ironically, Anthony Davis just had his rant about being the best defensive player in the league. Well, right. I don't care. Look, no, that's a tough matchup for Anthony Davis in that spot. Let's be real. I mean, that's regardless of his thoughts on how good of a defensive player he is, that's a tough matchup. And, Murray hit the shot.
Yeah. And a lot of people are complaining about the D'Angelo Russell call. I mean, I get what they're coming from for that, but as a guy that I worked with once said, he said, like, when you complain about one call to ruin the game for you, then you weren't good enough.
And especially when you had a 20-point lead at one point. You knew the Nuggets were going to make a push at some point, cut it to within single digits even. You kind of expected that may come at some point. The key was going to be, could the Lakers continue to extend that lead when it was cut in half? And at one moment they were. LeBron was hitting some big threes. They were trying all they could to keep their distance, but Denver ended up hitting the big shots when it mattered, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but it's not over though. So, I'm not liking our chances.
Oh no, it's over. What are you talking about? They're not coming back from this.
Probably not. No. Well, no.
Probably not. They can't, and they can't play in Denver anyway. They can't handle the altitude. They're getting old. LeBron played a great game, but I mean, that's everything the man has. If other people, you know what? A lot of people on D'Angelo Russell, I thought he had a hell of a game.
Oh, he did.
I'm disappointed in Anthony Davis's fourth quarter performance.
He shot 14. Davis was 14 and 19 from the field, Bob. I mean, it just,
he should have been asked. That's a good point, Mike. That means that he's the closer, and he should have been demanding the friggin' ball in that fourth quarter, and he wasn't. That's what you got to do. Winners and leaders do that, okay? I always want the ball. Give me the ball.
Now, a shot here or there from Austin Reeves would have helped. Would have been nice for him to step up. and get a couple of shots in that month. Because again, if all the Lakers really needed was a basket here or there, and they are the ones that win that game,
Well,
so
it didn't happen. Once again, give me the ball. That's what Keyshawn Johnson said. Give me the damn ball. Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I remember.
I preached enough there. Guys, we haven't even talked about the NFL draft. It's coming up in 2 days. And by the way, we will not be doing a show that night. Unless you want to do it by yourself, Mike, because I have a doctor's appointment. I won't make it back by 5. But I have a question. Is Caleb Williams a generational quarterback talent? Take it one at a time, guys.
I guess I'll go first. I'd say he's got the physical tools. I'd say the only question I have is mental, because they're saying like, they're over exaggerating, but they're like, oh, the guy's never been through adversity in his life. Going in the NFL, it's going to be the first piece of real life he's going to experience. But we'll see how that plays out. That's my only worry, though, because I kind of have seen that throughout his college career. But yeah, I think all in all, he should be good, but it's all about the right fit. And I feel like going to the Bears, it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy because it's been the worst quarterback system for years. So I'm a little worried.
Didn't Chicago load up with another receiver or two?
Well, yeah, they made the move and got Keenan Allen. Yeah, I mean they've made moves, but back to your question about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a guy that hasn't gotten the job done in big games too, and his decision making is a question for me. I look at a guy like C.J. Stroud, and I don't think there's any better example of a young generational talent like player in him, because his decision making is amazing. He's clutch. He's got every tool you want as a quarterback. Give me C.J. Stroud over Caleb Williams for the many years we have to come.
Okay, but we're talking this draft and generational.
No, I don't. I mean, he's going to be generational talent. He's going to be in the same league with these guys. No, you're not. You're going to be looking at guys like C.J. Stroud, and you're going to be thinking, man, wish I had him.
Are we going to be looking at Jaden Daniels?
Not on that caliber, no.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
And what about Drake May?
No, I don't see anybody in this draft that's going to be on that kind of level. There's already a lot of great quarterbacks in this league, some good ones coming in. We'll see what happens, but no, I think there's much younger, well, maybe not younger, but a lot of young quarterbacks in the NFL now that haven't even touched the surface of what they're capable of. So let's not be so quick to push them aside and bring in the brand new, guys and crown them.
I'm just asking questions. What about J.J. McCarthy?
I mean, generational talent. That's the term you're using.
I want to know what you think about the quarterbacks that are coming out in this draft.
I mean, there's some good ones that can be good system quarterbacks. I think McCarthy's a good example of that. Are we going to look at him and say he's much better talent than a C.J. Stroud or a Patrick Mahomes type, maybe even a Herbert type? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's funny. I know this is a little off topic, but I remember back in the 2020 quarterback draft class, everybody was like, oh, man, this quarterback class, it's okay, but I'm looking so much more forward to next year's. Well, now all these years later, the 2020 class is looking pretty damn iconic, and the 2021 class absolutely stunk.
Yeah.
So,
sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about this one, too. It's like we're overhyping it. It's not going to be as good.
No. And then last year was maybe under. I mean, C.J. Stroud was very underhyped. Nobody. I mean, look at who went number 1 overall. It was Bryce Young. And so yeah. I mean, nobody thought that last year's class had any great player in.
So let me just tell you right now where the draft is lining up according to a lot of people. Williams 1 to the Bears, Daniels 2 to the Commanders, May 3 to the Patriots, Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4 to the Cardinals. That would really help out Kyler Murray tremendously. And Joe Alt, Notre Dame offensive tackle, to the Chargers, because you are going to see Jim Harbaugh's commitment to the running game, guys. That is going to be your bread and butter for your team. I just wanted to point that out, he's looking for toughness out of his offensive linemen, tenacity, and a little bit of nastiness too. So if that's your number one pick, you Chargers fans, are you disappointed? I think it's a great pick if they make it.
Well, I'd probably I'm sure he's going to be good, but my way of thinking is like, all right, like what? Okay, he's going to bring up the run game, but like with what running back?
Yeah, with injury-prone running backs now, the Baltimore Ravens' old backfield.
Yeah, like
Dobbins Dobbins and
Edwards.
Edwards, Edwards, Dobbins and Edwards.
Let me ask you two a question then. Did they make the playoffs?
No.
Did the Ravens make the playoffs?
Yes, but they.
Okay. Did the Chargers make the playoffs?
No.
It has nothing to do with the different. They had a much better defense. Much better defense.
I don't care. The GM.
Much better defense. Much better skill. Yeah, a rookie receiver that came in, Zay Flowers, and made an impact. That's what you need, a rookie receiver that to make an impact.
What did we say last night? We said that their GM he built the Ravens from the ground up, this team. Okay. Well, guess what? That's what he's going to the Chargers to do. Okay.
Yeah. Bring in two guys who have a problem staying healthy and think you're going to rely on them to run the football all the time. No, you need to bring in a weapon for Herbert. You can get a good offensive lineman in the draft. You've got other picks. You know how offensive linemen can go sometimes. You can find some really good finds there. You can at receiver too sometimes, but man, this is a deep receiver class. And if you're the Chargers, you have to make that move. You have to get Herbert a weapon.
Yeah, that's also what I was thinking too. It's like, I understand what you're saying, Bob. It's like, there's like other positions to build your strengths up first, but my way of thinking is like receivers, quarterbacks, those are the two most important positions on the football field. And they got the quarterback, they got no receivers.
No.
I feel like because of that, you got to start there. And I don't know where to go for there.
And most football coaches, guys, will tell you start on the line, both sides. You win football games in the trenches. Your quarterbacks and receivers can have all the glory they want, but if you ain't got guys blocking, you ain't got.
I don't know. The Bengals got to a Super Bowl with guys not blocking. I mean, remember how bad Burrow had it, but boy, he had receivers to throw the ball to, didn't he? So I mean, look, Bob, you're looking at it one way. We're looking at it from a different way. I'm looking at the
Jim Harbaugh way. Okay, that's your coach. Jim Harbaugh is going to build a running game, guys.
I hope he does. I hope he does.
Well, I hope he knows how to. I hope he hired somebody, a nutrition guy or something, to help these guys stay healthy. Because I mean, that's what you're rolling with for your running backs is the old Ravens guys who were being juggled in and out of the lineup because you didn't know if they were in or out week to week. And let's be honest, the Ravens had a running back. It was Lamar Jackson. That was their running back. It wasn't Dobbins and Edwards.
No, but
Edwards are not old, guys.
They're not old. They're done. They're done, though. They're never going to have a prime in the NFL, though.
No. The Ravens running back was Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. And he tore his ACL 2 times in 4 years.
Yeah.
Both of them,
so
actually.
Both of them.
He should be like the $6 million.
So if they did hire a nutrition guy, hopefully they didn't hire the guy that came from Baltimore because, they can't stay healthy.
Okay. All right. That's
No, but
enough for
seriously,
that,
Bob, when you think about the Baltimore Ravens over the last few years, not one person says, man, when it comes to their running game specifically, people don't say, man, the Ravens, those running backs. No, their running back is Lamar Jackson. He's the running back and the quarterback. Let's be real.
You got a lot of people, though, that are saying in that playoff game that they should have been given the ball to. Wasn't Edwards in that game? In the playoff game?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There were a lot of people that were saying, why did they give up on the running game? Because they were getting yards on the ground.
I don't know. Did he get hurt in the playoff game? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Well, but even if he did or not, he wasn't a factor.
No, he wasn't going to be the difference maker. No.
Okay, you can say whatever you want to there, Justin, but I hate to tell you, he had a 15-yard run in the first quarter, and they hardly gave him the ball again. You don't do that, man. You got to come back to the running game. I'm going to tell you right now, you two better get used to Jim Harbaugh.
I'm telling you right now, they see that guy every day in practice and throughout the year. You think their big secret for them was just give Gus the ball, man. Bob, you knew this. You don't even see the guy in practice or anything, but if they would have come on, they knew what they were doing.
Mike, I'm not the only one that said that. There's former players that were on the NFL Network that said that.
They said if you give Gus Edwards the ball more, you're going to win.
No, they didn't say that. They said that he should have had the ball more in that game. They don't know why the Ravens abandoned the running game. I'm telling you right now.
They abandoned it in general with Jackson too.
With Jim Harbaugh as your coach, he's not going to abandon the running game. This is going to be a little bit more old school football. You two better get used to it. I know you don't.
All right, let's get to some bets. You're on a tangent right now of nonsense. So let's get to some bets.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, just complete and utter nonsense. There he left. Yeah. Let's get to some bets, Justin. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Talk to me about your Nerfies. What are you on right now? Let's see what we got value wise out here popping off. Last minute, you tell me what you're on, and I'll go look.
Okay, well, the three Nerfies I've got later on. I've got the Phillies, Reds, Athletics, Yankees, which Bob did tell me you guys were on, which I was glad to hear, and the Mets, Giants. It's three or 1 unit Nerfies. I think I got pretty good value on it.
Yeah, let's look at what we got value wise on that right now. A Nerfie on that. Ooh, it's juiced as can be now, but that's all right. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Bet Rivers got it minus 143. It's about the best value you're gonna get there, at least for me. No, sir, I don't mess with Circa.
No, me neither.
I mean, minus 150 or minus 143 on FanDuel are going to be your best bets there. So let's just add that to a parlay and let's do a little Nerfy parlay here.
Okay.
You did say Red Sox Guardians, is that right?
I did, and I'm currently sweating it out, but the game just the first inning.
It just started. Yeah, that was the earlier. Yeah, I forgot that one started a little sooner.
Yeah.
We got a few minutes for these other ones, but yeah, you're you hit it, bro.
I hit it. Yeah,
that's a cash. That's a live cash right there, Justin. Guardians, Red Sox, Nerfy, man.
Let's go.
Let's go there. All right. So, what was the other one you were talking about?
Athletics, Yankees.
A's, Yankees.
A lot of these are probably pretty juiced
by now. Yeah, your value on these, a lot of times you got to get on them. Yeah, this one's probably going to be not as bad, but
that's not too bad. Yeah,
but definitely better value on a play like that earlier.
The one that's at fair value probably still is the Phillies Reds, because I like it because Abbott's on the mound And I mean, last time,
yeah, and Sanchez is there too, so that's probably pretty good.
Yeah, the last time these two faced each other, they did give up the Yurfie, but I still got a lot of confidence in Abbott and Sanchez for this one. So
nice. So there you go, all three of those: Mets, Giants, Nerfy; A's, Yankees, Nerfy; Phillies, Reds, Nerfy, and a parlay. You could get it at plus 476 on Bet Rivers, or you could jump over to Fanatics at plus 461, plus 448 on FanDuel if you wanted to parlay them together. But yeah, I mean, definitely like all three of those.
Yeah, I'm ballsy. I put a unit on all three of them single. So that's what I've been doing the past little while, and it's actually been pretty good for me. I find I do have a bit of an edge.
Yes, Nerfies are, I love them too. It is. And the good thing about it, like, there's a lot that goes into them maybe, but not as much. I mean, we're just looking at that one inning. We're looking at our factoring in what we got to factor in, whatever data we want to use. And then ultimately we're just saying, all right, let's go. We need 6 outs and we don't have to watch any more of the game,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They're to me, they're my favorite bet in baseball. They may be my favorite bet all time in any sport. I got to be honest with you. I'm a big Nerfy guy. Love them a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Let's see what's on the EV page here. I'm wanting to find some NBA action.
Yeah, I couldn't find much, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Nurkic under rebounds tonight. Why not? Gobert and Cat, the big guys down low. Towers. Let's roll with it. What do you have? I think he went under this number in their last game. Yeah, he only had 5 rebounds last game.
Oh.
So I low key like that, man. Even at plus 148, I like that.
Yeah, I think you can roll with that.
Why not? Why not?
Justin, did you have a Nerfy in the Giants game?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's what I thought.
How about Michael King over 6.5 strikeouts? So I just want to point this out. You remember how yesterday we were talking about a no home runs parlay?
Oh, yeah.
Even better.
So every game yesterday had a home run in it, except the Padres-Rockies game, which was in Colorado. That was the only game yesterday that there was not a home run in. Who would have figured? I mean, it's in Colorado. You think, shoot, balls flying out of there. So I got to be honest with you. I think you'll probably see some runs in that game tonight, but we are taking Michael King over on his strikeouts here for sure.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, that was just crazy. So if we would have done a no home runs parlay, obviously if we did a parlay, we would have lost because only one game didn't have a home run. But wow, it was that game of all games.
Hey, folks, if you could see here on all of our images, you could see, for instance, at Mick Grasso, at Bob LaGrasso. Actually, that's not yours. Is it, Justin? That's not your Twitter handle.
Not quite.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm taking Cat over on his rebounds. Taking Cat over. Lillard over 42.5 PRA. I'm rolling with it. I mean, look, Giannis is out again. I mean, dude had 35 points at halftime last game. So, I mean, surely he's good to go on I think he's got to have a similar type of game. I'm rolling with it.
You guys like Milwaukee tonight?
Yeah.
Brew Crew tonight? Oh, man. I don't really. You do, Justin?
I'd say it's a coin flip because I would take the Pacers, but because they're so trepidatious,
we're talking. Oh, my bad. We're talking NBA. I was thinking about the Brewers game. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'd say Bucks would be the play if you're wanting to bet at, but I'm staying away personally.
Trepidatious?
Did I say that wrong?
No, I'm just asking. I don't know what it means.
It just means like because Indiana's a young team. They're not in playoff experience, so they're like really on edge when they're playing. Just like, they saw the one guy on Indiana. He went for a 3-ball and he like didn't even shoot and he just like went down. It was a up and down. That's
okay, well, maybe they'll use that in the broadcast tonight. I'm just gonna say, vocabulary does not have to be at that level for this show.
Okay.
Why not?
I don't know them words.
Well, you don't have to. As
I
long
know
as he knows what he's saying.
I know words like shit.
You've got this thing called Google, Bob. You're on a computer right now. I know you were born in the 50s or whatever you were, but there's these things. There's these things nowadays, Bob. You don't have to go to a dictionary or anything like that and open it up and search to the page you need to go to, bro. There's a thing called computers, Bob. You use it every day for work. All you got to do is in your search.
There we go. I took care of that shit.
Well,
all you got to do.
You were muted.
Here's a hat you'd probably recognize, Bob.
He hates me. He hates me. Oh, yeah, I recognize that hat.
No, you picked a bad time to mute me because I was in the midst of roasting you.
Yeah, well, I don't like being roasted.
Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Why don't you get back over to your spot?
Let's get all right.
Get back in your spot. Quit being a baby and leave.
All right. So listen, an SGPX with a boost on DraftKings. Yankees, Oakland, Nerfy, and under 8.5. Twins minus 1.5. Braves, Cardinals, Orioles money lines plus 22.58 with the boost. So it's interesting.
Yeah, the only one that stands out that I mean, you got Minnesota playing the White Sox. I mean, obviously they won 7-0. The Twins did, but neither, minus 1.5 on the Twins can worry me a little bit just because.
That's a morning coffee pick, by the way. Just
is it?
Point that out. Yep.
Well, I look. I mean, maybe this is the spot. I don't know that I'm betting Twins minus 1.5 a whole lot, but I mean, I guess against a team like the White Sox, you could. But
what do you think about that SGP? Oakland, Nerfy, and Yankees.
That's
under 8.5.
I like it. The only one that's the only one that stands out me that's sketchy, but I'll roll with it, man. I mean, I would lean it, I guess. Can't say I would take White Sox plus 1.5 and replace it.
No.
So
we're talking about the same game parlay, Oakland, Nerfy, and under 8.5. I think that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It.
And then the Twins minus 1.5, Braves, Cardinals, Orioles money line is the parlay with the boost plus 22.58. But I think I like that SGP better than I do the parlay, guys.
Yep, me too.
I'm gonna have to look at that. That looks good.
Okay, NHL, real quick before we get going, let's give a couple of plays out that I know that I'm on.
Okay, well, you go right ahead.
You ready to hear what I'm on, Bob?
I'm ready. Are you in this NHL challenge?
No, but I'm saying tonight, Colorado money line.
That's one of my picks. Thank you.
I'm saying Colorado money line tonight.
I agree. That's where I'm going to beat Randall tonight. I got 2 units on that baby, and I'm 1 and 2 in 2-unit play so far.
That's maybe a 3-unit play right there, man. Colorado.
God bless America.
No, because you're going to blame. Now, look, you better not blame me if that loses, because you said you were on it before I told you I was on it. So you better not blame me.
Doesn't matter. I'll do it anyway.
I'm sure you will.
I'm honest, Mike. You ought to know that by now. That's your big play?
That's what I'm hammering. Yeah, I'd say Colorado money line tonight.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. And you know what? For those of you that don't know, we are on an NHL playoff challenge, Randall and I. And well, here's what I'm on tonight. I'm on the Rangers -1.5. None of these are in DubClub. Tampa Bay and Florida over 5.5. Colorado money line. Nashville at Vancouver over 5.5. Randall and I are different. We have no plays the same.
Is he on Winnipeg money line tonight?
Yes, we're opposite on 2. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, exactly. That is a really good without really picking a winner. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, SGP. Yeah, I get
exactly.
It. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, DraftKings does a lot of those. All right, we seem to keep on getting a good crowd here every night. Jabari's going to be on tomorrow night. Thursday, I won't be here, but I'm going to set it up. Mike do a show, and you and Justin can do it or something if you're free. Or somebody, we'll figure out something. But we should keep this going because we got a little momentum going here. And I need the momentum for tonight. Randall and I have identical records. We're both 6-4. He's up 1 unit. I'm down 0.4, 0.4 of a unit. So that's where we're at. Okay. And both of mine are because of, the Dallas game screwed me. But, not your fault, Mike.
I know it's not.
No. Get ready for old-time football in Los Angeles Chargers. Hand it off. 3 yards. 3 yards. 4 yards. First down. That's what you're going to get, guys.
Oh, you're going to pull up your app and stoppage of play. Gus Edwards is on the floor.
Yeah.
Getting carted off.
Torn patella tendon.
Harbaugh's going to find you some more running backs, guys. Trust me, watch.
I hope so.
He needs at least 2 because he's got 2 that are likely hurt by.
Hey, you know what? It's your team, not mine.
Yeah. There you go.